Hey guys, it's your boy CeeLo, not green. Back again with another quick, I'll try to make it quick, patch notes. So they added a bunch of changes to some tank characters, some DPS, and oh yeah, supports. The much needed Zen nerf. So we'll go through them all right now. So quickly, Doomfist. So for his power block, he was getting kind of farmed just with his block because you could nade him, you can sleep him, you can hit him with just about everything while he's in his power block. So one thing that it does is, I'll go over here and try to test it. So the minimum amount of damage to fully charge up his punch now is 90 damage instead of 100. So you'll be able to get that full powered fist shot, that big fister, quicker. Let's see if I can get it. Yeah, you can't really see, but... So yeah, that's a little bit quicker, so it lets him, you know, kind of use his major engage tool better. The other thing with power block is he can now move much faster than before. So before, if you were Doomfist, you were literally a sitting duck if you hit power block. So now you'll be able to kind of shift around a little bit more, kind of maybe try to dodge some antis, try to dodge something, just try to help to get yourself out of danger a little bit better. Still a powerful ability, but you can just get out of the way a little bit more. It's pretty significant. Just peek back around a corner. Other thing, Rocket Punch. It now deals damage to all enemies knocked back instead of the only first one. So I guess before, when you would hit someone, it would only really damage initially that first person. So I guess whoever else is hit by that knockback gets a little bit of damage as well. I don't know how much, doesn't say, but yeah, there is some damage there now, finally. Alright, Junker Queen. Junker Queen got some much needed nerfs. Mainly to Shout, because really that's the most impactful part of her kit. So with Shout, the radius is reduced from 20 to 15 meters, so you can only get it when you're close to her, or at least a little bit closer to her. The allied bonus health now decays over its duration, so you can see when I pop it, you can see the friendly bot, his health is slowly dipping down. Still gets 100, but it slowly decays over time. And then the maximum duration is increased, so at least for the Queen, it'll last a little bit longer. That is 200 health, and that allied health as well. Let's see. Yep, so a little bit more survivable. Get speed for a little bit longer. Just kind of give a little bit more power. I don't know. I still feel like it's a really, really strong ability, but you know, it kind of needs to be there. That's like her only survivability, pretty much. They also changed something finally, so in this kill feed, when you actually get kills, you can actually see what killed you. So you can see those icons up there now. Because before it never showed. Alright, and the last one is for her ult, Rampage. The radius is reduced from 6 to 5 meters. So before, it feels like, I don't know, her ult is wide. Like, you can hit the entire, like, you're not even close and you get hit by it. So with this, I don't know if it'll show, but... So like, he didn't get hit by it. I feel like normally he would. So, yeah. Less survivability for her overall, just based on the ult not hitting everybody and not getting as much bleed. And the anti goes away. Not as much anti. And for Orisa, just straight buffs. Just literally straight buffs. So before, when you pop Fortify, you could get headshot. But now that's gone again. So she can no longer get headshot inside of Fortify. And with Spear Spin, she moves 20% faster. Like, she flies around. She has literally double speed. And it's on such a short cooldown, you can just zoom around. It's crazy how fast she moves. So huge buffs to Orisa, honestly. Like, insane buffs to Orisa. Orisa probably will be really, really strong, I think. Her kit changes have made her pretty powerful, but I haven't seen a ton of Orisa, but this might just push her over the edge as being maybe one of the best tanks in the game. I mean, that speed is insane. And it's in such a short cooldown. Okay, time for Sojourn. Sojourn got a much needed nerf. Like, oh my god. She's just been a menace. An absolute menace in the games that you play. So, with her, apparently her rate of fire went down by 1. So like, she shoots 15, or she shoots 14 bullets per second versus 15. I don't think there's a really good way to show it off, but just trust me, it doesn't feel any slower, but the rate of fire is 1 bullet slower. And something that I think is a great, smart change they did was actually changing how, like, much the railgun actually, like, So the radius is dynamically scaling, so the lower railgun charge you have, the smaller the actual railgun is, and then the higher charge, the wider it gets. Let's see. So if I'm like right here, that headshots. So I'll see for him to come back. 40 doesn't. So you can see how it'll scale based on how much damage you do and how much charge the railgun has. So the same spot, I haven't moved my mouse, right click, that headshots. I'll try to shoot him just once real quick. Get 10, and that misses. 30, that misses. 70 does. So, I mean, I think you need to have like 70 or like 65 or 70 to one-shot a 200 HP target anyway. So, I mean, you can see it's much harder to actually hit that headshot from a distance, especially because it feels like Sojourn was just sniping people from halfway across the map with her railgun. Especially with this. I mean, this will still be really powerful because you still can just absolutely dink people with this. But you can't just be like... Some people like to go like this and just absolutely spam it, and it's absolutely terrifying. So, a much needed nerf to Sojourn because... I mean, she's just been absolutely tearing up the beta. I don't know about you. The beta opened like completely recently. Today, actually. Or yesterday, technically, now that I'm uploading this, but... It was great. Now my friends can play. And then her teleporter cooldown is reduced to 12 seconds, so you can really use that teleporter more, kind of emphasizing a new playstyle of you really want to move around. Like, look at this. Hold on. Wait for the teleporter to disappear. And a second later, you can just use it again. And the other thing, since, I mean, her damage got absolutely ruined, which is fine by me. I really don't like playing against Symmetras, so having her be strong is really annoying. I'd rather her just be something else than what she is, but that's another discussion for another day. But the charge time for her full thing has been reduced by 0.2 seconds. And also, look at that. Look at that. The radius is huge. I'm not even close. And I don't know if this was already a thing, but the actual radius of the balls do scale with depending on how long you charge it, so. Projectiles are a little bit bigger, so you can really... I mean, I don't think you really even need to be... Yeah, it's not even... You can just spam them and you get hits. It's ridiculous. That's absurd, but... Still doesn't make Symmetra really a great pick, but it makes her a more viable pick. We don't want her to be too overpowered, because otherwise she will just absolutely ruin the game and be the most annoying thing. There's nothing worse than getting hit by giant projectiles. I'm looking at you, Hanzo. But yeah, I'd say much needed, but it is a much wanted buff to Symmetra. And finally, the last one is Zenyatta finally got his health nerf. So instead of having 175 shields, he has 150 shields. So he has 150 shields and then 50 health, so he has 200 total HP. Zen is really, really strong right now. So this nerf was not surprised whatsoever. It allows him to be a little bit more diveable, especially with his boot and the Discord. Like Zen is like a must pick right now. Like the Discord gets so much value, the boot gets so much value too. So like even if a Genji's blading, you can just absolutely kick him out of the way and then just headshot him. Like I've done that at least twice today. It's such a free ability. There really should just be an internal cooldown on the kick, but whatever. I guess you need to make him survivable somehow, because before his buffs, he was awful. Just awful, but I don't know. He needed to be nerfed because he was so survivable. And plus with Junker Queen, this dude literally could get 350 HP as a support, and he could just frag out like insane. Just way too strong. So overall, I mean, I think all of these changes are really good for the game. I feel bad for all the Contenders players who are still playing tomorrow. And you're going to have to probably grind all tonight. Theory craft, all the coaches are going to be up late tonight just grinding, trying to figure out what's going on. Interesting that they dropped a patch at, what, like 11 at night? Strange, but I guess they really don't like tier 2, eh? Anyway, that's pretty much it. You know the drill. Subscribe, ring the bell icon, comment below, like the video, all that fun stuff. So, I'll see you guys in the next one.